I'll tell you stories and I'll make you laugh 'cause you're my friend. Hi, this is Cricket talking to you. You know, I play hard all day long, so every night after dinner, I'm already starting to get a little sleepy. I usually watch one TV show, and then my mom says, "Cricket, time for your bath." That's when I start getting ready for bed. Right now, I'd like to sing you a song about bedtime. You can listen to it while you're getting ready for bed. Here's how it goes. The clock says 8, it's getting late. Bedtime, don't you know? It's been a day full of work and play. So off to bed I go. I take a bubble bath, I leave the bathroom neat. When I get ready for bed, I put my slippers on to warm my feet. When I get ready for bed, I always make sure to brush my teeth. Then I pull down the covers and climb underneath. I fluff the pillow up where I lay my head. When I get ready for bed, Mom or Dad is always glad to read a bedtime story, even though they sometimes go off to sleep before me. I take a bubble bath, I leave the bathroom neat. When I get ready for bed, I put my slippers on to warm my feet. When I get ready for bed, I always make sure to brush my teeth. Then I pull down the covers and climb underneath. I fluff the pillow up where I lay my head. When I get ready for bed. Was that a fun song or what? Later on, we'll sing it again, and you can sing with me. You know, it's important to go to bed on time, because if you don't, the next day you'll be too tired to have any fun. I have a friend named Bobby who lives in the country. Last time I went to visit, Bobby had such a hard time staying awake. He reminded me of the boy in the nursery rhyme. You know the one. Little boy blue, come blow your horn. The sheep's in the meadow, the cow's in the corn. Where is the boy who looks after the sheep? He's under the haystack, fast asleep. Well, Bobby was always falling asleep too. So I nicknamed him Little Bobby Blue. And if I hadn't been there, the same thing that happened to Little Boy Blue would have happened to Bobby. The first morning I saw Bobby, I said, "Gee, Bobby, you look awfully sleepy." "I am," Bobby said with a big yawn. "I stayed up late last night watching TV. And I don't know how I'm ever going to finish milking the cow." "Come on," I said, "I'll help you." And we went off to the barn. But when we got there, Bobby said, "I think I'll just take a little rest. Cricket, why don't you milk the cow?" Well, the first thing that cow did was to swat me with her tail. But pretty soon, she got used to me. And I milked till the pail was full. It was fun. "Bobby, look," I said. And I turned around and picture this. He was fast asleep. So I said, wake up, Bobby Blue. You still have chores to do." Did I fall asleep?" Bobby said with a yawn. "You sure did," I said. "You know, you should go to bed earlier tonight." "I will," said Bobby. "I promise." "I really do." But when I saw Bobby the next morning, I said, "Gee, Bobby, you still look awfully sleepy." "I am," Bobby said with a big yawn. "I stayed up late last night making a model plane. And I don't know how I'm ever going to finish rounding up the sheep." "Come on, Bobby," I said. "I'll help you." And we went off to the meadow. But when we got there, Bobby said, "I think I'll just take a little rest. Cricket, why don't you round up the sheep?" Well, the first thing those sheep did was to stop right in their tracks. But pretty soon, they got used to me. And we rocked till we got to the barn. "Bobby, look," I said. And I turned around and pictured this. He was nowhere in sight. So I went back out to the meadow and found him fast asleep. Again. Then I said, wake up, Bobby Blue. There are no more chores for you to do." Did I fall asleep again?" Bobby said with a yawn. "You sure did," I said. "You really should go to bed earlier tonight, because I have to go home pretty soon. You do, said Bobby, but I've hardly got to see you at all. That's because I said, when I was awake, you were asleep. And when you were awake, I was asleep. You're right, said Bobby. Tonight, I really will go to sleep earlier. That's great, I said. That way, we can have fun tomorrow all day long. Yay! Did Bobby learn his lesson or what? One night, I was having trouble getting to sleep. So my mom said, Cricket, why don't you count sheep? That always helps me get to sleep. Well, you know what? I tried counting sheep, but it sure didn't help me. Well, I'll tell you what happened. You pretend your fingers are the sheep. Put 5 fingers up in the air, and when I say 1 went home, you put 1 of your fingers down. Here we go. 5 little sheep came out to play, merrily, merrily on their way. 1 went home to clean and sweep. Now there's only 4 little sheep. When I said 1 went home, did you put 1 of your fingers down? Now you should have 4 fingers in the air. 4 little sheep came out to play, merrily, merrily on their way. 1 went home with little Bo Peep. Now there's only 3 little sheep. 3 little sheep came out to play, merrily, merrily on their way. 1 went home in a big red Jeep. Now there's only 2 little sheep. 2 little sheep came out to play, merrily, merrily on their way. 1 went home with a bound and a leap. Now there's only 1 little sheep. 1 little sheep came out to play, merrily, merrily on his way. He went home to get some sleep. Now I don't have any little sheep, and I'm still awake. Am I silly or what? Every night after I get in bed, and just before I fall asleep, I like to look out my window and see the stars. There are so many of them, and there's a special one called the evening star, because it's the first star to come out at night. But I call it the wishing star. Whenever I see it, I look at it real hard and say this rhyme. Starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might, have the wish I wish tonight. Then I close my eyes and make my wish. I know! Why don't you try saying the rhyme with me? Then the next time you see the wishing star, you can make a wish too. Here we go. Starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might, have the wish I wish tonight. You can make a wish no matter which star you see first, but don't tell anybody what you wish for. That's a secret between you and your star. Now that we've said our rhyme, let's sing a song about a star. I bet you've heard it. It's called Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. But you know, twinkle, twinkle's a lot longer than you might think. So why don't you sing along with me? And then I'll sing some new words you may not have heard before. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. How the traveler in the dark thanks you for your tiny spark. He could not see which way to go if you did not twinkle so. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. In the dark blue sky you keep, and often through my curtains peep, for you never shut your eye till the sun is in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Have you ever gotten up in the morning and wonder if you've dreamed something or if it really happened? I know a story about a boy named Jack who did just that. Well, I tell you the story of Jack and the Beanstalk. Why don't you dress me in my sleepy time outfit? Then we'll both be ready for bed. Once upon a time, there was a little boy named Jack who loved to grow things in his garden. He loved to grow things so much. He was always trying to grow them as big as he could. Jack's garden was full of extra long carrots and big fat cabbages and humongous cantaloupes. Jack, his mother would say, what will you ever do with such a humongous cantaloupe? I'll win first prize at the fair, Jack would say. But Jack, his mother would say, I can't get my car out of the garage. Your cantaloupe is blocking the door. And so it went. Until the day Jack saw an ad in the back of an old comic book. Super duper Wonder Beans, said the ad. Grow them overnight, absolutely, positively guaranteed to produce the tallest beanstalk in the world, or double your money back. Oh boy, said Jack, another first prize at the fair. And he sent away for the beans that very day. Every afternoon for nearly a week, Jack looked in his mailbox when he got home from school. The beans didn't come on Monday, and they didn't come on Tuesday, and they didn't come on Wednesday. But on Thursday, they did come. Jack rushed out to his garden, dug a hole, watered the hole, dropped in the beans, covered them with dirt, watered the dirt, and sat down to wait. He waited till 6 o'clock, but nothing happened. Jack, his mother called, come and have your dinner. In a minute, Mom, said Jack. And he waited till 7 o'clock, but nothing happened. Jack, his mother called, come and do your homework. In a minute, Mom, said Jack. And he waited till 8 o'clock, but nothing happened. Jack, his mother called, come and get into bed. In a minute, Mom, said Jack. And he waited, and then he fell asleep. The next thing Jack knew, he was looking at the tallest beanstalk he'd ever seen. It was so tall, he couldn't even see the top. Oh boy, said Jack, I gotta check this out. So Jack began climbing the beanstalk. And he climbed, and he climbed, and when he got to the top, he was in a whole garden full of gigantic things. The tallest corn, the hugest pumpkins, and the most gigantic giant he'd ever seen. 3, 5, 4, boom, said the giant. But Jack was a brave boy, and he said, now wait just a minute, Mr. Giant. My name is Jack, and I only wanted to take a look at your garden. Well, that stopped the giant, because no one had ever talked to him that way before. But Jack was a smart little boy, too, and he knew the giant wouldn't stop for long, so he put his shoulder to the nearest pumpkin, and he pushed, till he got it over to the beanstalk. Then, 3, 5, 4, boom, said the giant. Little boy, where did you come from? And Jack looked over his shoulder, and he saw the giant was almost on top of him. So he wrapped his arms around the beanstalk, closed his eyes, and the last thing he heard was the giant calling, Jack, oh Jack, you forgot your pumpkin. Jack, oh Jack, said his mother as she shook him awake. Wake up, Jack, you can't sleep outside. But, said Jack, my beanstalk, the giant. Oh, Jack, said his mother, you must have been having a dream. So Jack went to bed, and the next morning when he looked out the window, there was no beanstalk in his garden. I guess it was just a dream, Jack thought, until his mother came inside and said, Jack, how am I ever going to get my car out of the garage? What do you mean, Mom, said Jack. Now there's a gigantic pumpkin blocking the door, said his mother. And sure enough, when he went outside, what do you think he saw? You guessed it, a pumpkin as big as a house. Was that a humongous story or what? You know, I'm getting really sleepy. It must be bedtime by now. I know, I'll sing my song about going to bed while you finish getting ready. Here goes. I take a bubble bath, I leave the bathroom neat. When I get ready for bed, I put my slippers on to warm my feet. When I get ready for bed, I always make sure to brush my teeth. Then I pull down the covers and climb underneath. I fluff the pillow up where I lay my head. When I get ready for bed. Did you take a bath? If you did you remember to pick up your clothes and hang up your towel? Did you put on your pajamas? Did you brush your teeth? Well then, it's bedtime. You can go to sleep now, or you can turn my tape over and listen to a bedtime story. But whatever you do, just remember, I'll be talking to you.